Welcome back to my WoW mode playthrough. We are on part 3 and we are staying deathless so far. I'm just gathering some berries real quick. We are right where we left off like a month ago, which I am so sorry about the delay. I have been super busy. Wait, what? Am I getting raided? It kind of sounds like I'm getting raided right now. I am definitely getting raided. I'm glad I slept, so it's happening during the daylight, at least, but this is really inconvenient. What is it? Orb weavers? Oh, why does it have to be orb weavers? Well, I mean, I guess that does make sense, but hopefully it's no big boys, juniors only, preferably. Preferably neither, honestly, but here we are. Oh, it says they're this direction now. It was this way. Are you coming for me? Okay, the marker is just being weird. So, notice how I jumped right into this fight. That's because if you try to play it safe in a raid, they will stack up against you and it'll become more difficult. Owie! The Orb Weaver's attacks are very similar to the Junior's attacks. They have a lunge, a single strike, and a 3-strike attack. Here comes a lunge. You can block every attack and you can cancel a 3-strike attack if you block the first, but if you miss the block, the second and the third will always follow even if you block the second. Another lunge. Let me finish up. Oh no, there's another one. This could be really bad. Okay, thankfully she's not focused on me at the moment. Once my stamina comes back, we should be able to, well, there goes my shield. Whew, that's one. Let's take this one out before more come. Ah, these webs are unacceptable. That is the third time I've gotten stuck. Ouch. Oh no, this is really bad. One more hit and I am done. Whew. Okay, I need to heal. Oh, it's done. Thank you. I definitely got too aggressive with the second spider, especially at the end. I should have paced it a little better, but I didn't want more damage to be done to the base. These stupid webs. It looks like they only broke one wall and did damage to the one next to it, so that's fine. A bit annoying, but fine. I feel like the raid happened a bit too soon as far as game progression goes. One of the incredible new features that they have added is the fact that you no longer have to hold your planks. Like on these pallets, as long as they're in range, you just walk up to the wall and bloop, no problem. It's so amazing. So now I just need to make a wrench to repair this wall. To use the wrench, you're just going to walk up to your damaged wall and you're going to right click on it until your bar is filled up all the way. I'm going to make sure there's no more damaged walls. They do highlight red when they are damaged when you're holding the wrench. Along with upping the backpack inventory, they introduced a new hotbar system, or hot pouch, excuse me. Just click on this little button to cycle through them and set them up. I don't really need those just yet. I'll mostly be sticking to one bar, but the update did mess up my hotbar, so I am here to address that and straighten it back up. Bee shin guards. That's probably not happening today either. I have not killed any bees yet. I'll take care of the gnats, but the other two will have to wait. This month only. I wonder if that means like you can only get them this month, or if you can only make them or use them this month. I haven't paid too much attention to that, but I like how they categorize this. Wait, did I see that? Ah, you can see the pictures or the signs get unlocked with each pack now. That's pretty cool. I am going to go ahead and grab these. Maybe I'll still be able to use them later on. If not, that'll be fine. I mean, it's only 1,500 raw science. But I also want to get the raw science scabby scanner upgrade so we can get more sciences. So our goal now is to obtain tier 2 weapons. And to do that, we need to hunt bombardier beetles and stink bugs. I want to start with the bombardier beetles because their parts are required in both the insect axe and the hammer. There are several places around here that they spawn at. We are going to start with the solo spawn that is over here at the Spade Gulch. I just want to eat a hot dog, man. There you are. I'm standing back here because I don't want to engage with any other bugs. There are mites and larvae around here and I don't want their attention. Just the beetle, please. But I'm going to wait until I have a good shot on its butt. Their rump is where they are weakest. There's a larva there. That kind of sucks, but I'm just going for it. Ah, yeah, look at that. Half damage with one shot. Can I do it again? No. Oh, well. It's got 4 different attacks. 3 of them involve acid. That first one is just where he spits a ball of acid at you. I want you to come here. Can I hit you in the butt? Dang, worth a shot. When the acid is bubbling on the ground like that, don't walk over it. It will hurt pretty bad. Dude, I really want you to come this way, but whatever. They're weak to chopping damage. Oh, this attack is more defensive. They cover, whoa, what? That one came out way too far. It's usually right on top of themselves, but they shoot 3 balls of acid right up and onto themselves. Let's get in here. That's their bite. I often get that one confused with the acid spray, and because of that, I usually don't dodge the spray very well. I'm really surprised I didn't take damage there. Alright, sorry for all the jumping around. I was constantly trying to get behind it, but we got 2 parts and a boiling gland. Unfortunately, not enough, so let's continue. So, I not only forgot I had a chip to turn into Burgle, I completely forgot I got the chip to turn into Burgle, so let's do this right now. For whatever reason, I came right over here and used my only boiling gland to finish the cookery instead of making a hammer. I can't even use the cookery yet because I don't have a jerky rack. Ah, the first dream sequence, and a scene that you can actually skip. You get a new dream sequence the first time you sleep after certain points of progression in the game, and I'm for real not going to make you watch it this time, but you should watch them on your own. They give you backstory and why and how you got here. Something I realized I forgot to do, and something I normally like to do and do it pretty quickly, is putting where are we at here, a container, a water container underneath the spout of the juice. I usually do it under the one right by the pond. I guess building out here, I kind of didn't think about doing it under this one. But when the juice falls out, it's going to drip right into this container. This one's really high, so I'm not sure where it's going to land. But it's going to fill up on its own. It's going to always give you like a little drink / a little bit of food source. Ah, the Spooderhood. Another one I can't do yet. You can, of course, reject any quest. I don't normally reject any unless it's one that's becoming too repetitive. I feel like they kind of push you some. Like this will probably push me to take on a wolf spider a little earlier than I intended. And the main reason I came back to the base was for a gas mask so I can take on the stink bugs. Do not try it without one. They will wipe you out. I am over here east of the oak tree where 3 stink bugs spawn in. My plan is to draw them away one at a time and take them out like that. They are weak to pointy damage, so I am just going to pump them full of arrows until they get to me. So I am a little nervous to be taking these guys on right now. Like I do feel pretty under-equipped. I'm afraid these arrows are going to do little to no damage. Oh wow, that is worse than I thought it would be. I missed that shot anyway. That is terrible. You look stuck, so let me just empty. You are stuck. Alright, so they do have 3 attacks. The one he's trying to do there is like a lunge stink attack, or a gas attack. Alright, you're at me. Switch weapons here. That's their big stink attack. Like if you don't have a gas mask on, it's gonna hurt. And that is their bite. There it is again. That could also hurt pretty well right now. I really don't want to find out though, so let's keep going. This isn't doing damage fast enough. Let's try the blade. Maybe a little better. Actually handling this better than I thought I would. Yeah, that wasn't terrible. That was not a terrible fight. So there are 2 right here, and I don't really want to fight 2 of them. I could try and drag one away and fight it individually, but oh, you saw me already. I was going to try and just avoid the fight altogether, as my gas mask is a little more than halfway destroyed just after fighting 1. And I'm really a bit under-equipped. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, you're off me. That's fine. That's actually the option I wanted to go with. So let's get our acorn faceplate back on. Excuse me. Then we're going to go back to the bombardier beetles. I do actually have enough of the stink bug parts. So unfortunately, there are mosquitoes back here where these other beetles are at, and I will probably end up attracting the attention of them, which is going to be a little bit unfortunate, but we will handle it as it comes, and hopefully we'll kill it without it being too annoying to us. So there should be 2 beetles over here. Oh yeah, I forgot they added the thing where you can see their weaknesses when you zoom in on them like that. And yeah, that's pretty cool. But there should be 2 over here. I am going to wait for a good opportunity to shoot this guy in the butt, so that way I can get some good starting damage on him. That looked like it was a good shot. Alright, so my axe is pretty low, which is unfortunate, but we should hopefully have enough to be able to take this guy out. Oh, I was really hoping he would gas that ant, and the ant would help me fight. But I am not doing great with this guy. Ooh, good stuff, good stuff. So I'm having no luck finding another beetle over here. Maybe they got rid of it when they added the milk carton. So on to the next place, I guess. There's a scabby out here on this tree root, by the way. Tree root. Yeah. I really need to put a marker on this house. I keep going all around it every time I come back to it. By the way, if you don't know, there is this hot deposit nearby storage button. It's amazing. You just click on it and it empties out your inventory into everything. It's been in here for a minute. I don't know if I've talked about it yet, but I have used it since I discovered it, and it is like just the best thing pretty much. So that is great. We can now finally start collecting the milk molars. I actually have enough beetle parts to make the jerky rack. The jerky rack has many amazing uses. The first one is for food, which I don't, wait, I do have food. Nice. It's used for making jerky. You can eat the jerky, it stacks, but better than that is I will finally be able to use the cookery. Meals made in the cookery give you extra perks, but what's even better than that is you can use it for berry leather. It's a 1-to-1 exchange instead of 3-to-1 in crafting, but you do have to wait for it, so make sure you're making plenty ahead of time. This also works for pupa hide later on, and you can use the rack for turning grass fibers into dried grass, which may seem stupid, but since I don't cut down like a lot of dried grass often, once I get an abundant amount of plant fibers, I'll start to convert them for inventory purposes. Hey, my first gold card. That's one of many needed. How many kills did that take? 15 kills. That's actually really good. Hopefully the rest will come this soon as well. So now that we have the hammer, I am going to make my way back through the hedge lab. I want to get all the milk molars that were missed, and then we are going to finish building our base since we have the insect axe. The insect axe will allow us to get the husky weeds cut down, those big guys there. And it'll make the building process a bit quicker, as opposed to only being able to get weed stems from dandelions. We are also able to get all the food and stuff around here now. Also, now that I have the insect axe, I can take down these bombardier beetles a little bit easier. I don't even see the two that are over here. Oh, there's one. But I don't feel like it. Right now, my mission is berries and whatever else I miss throughout the hedge lab. So is this a new tape that they just added in, or have I just never seen it before? But there used to be a little trick you could do to get up here to this tooth right there. You used to be able to walk up the wire and then like do this little jump thing and then float up to this little piece here and walk up there. And yeah, I think there's a scabby up there, and then you'd hop down and grab the tooth. Well, that doesn't really work anymore. So your options are to parkour through the leaves or to build something. And I am going to opt to build something. One of the downsides to building here, well, anywhere really, but especially here since there are so many larvae, is that if they get aggro towards you, you can't build. Well, you can't place blueprints. It's super annoying. But my cheap, easy way to build up to higher places is just using these half walls offset by half to make yourself a staircase that requires only grass. This should be the last one. It may not even be needed, but I already have the planks for it anyway, so yeah. Perfect. Just jump over and run up here, and there is, yeah, it's a scabby. I couldn't quite remember what was up here. Now we're just going to head over to the edge and walk off and die. Just kidding. We're going to float down safely to our first of many milk molars. This is your normal milk molar. They are used to boost stats for the individual players in your world. Aha! Our first Mega Milk Molar. These are used to boost stats for all players in your world. There is a bit of quartzite and marble spread around under the hedge. I'm honestly not even sure if I know where it all is, so you'll just kind of have to explore. Just be mindful of the orb weavers. It's difficult. It is unfortunately quite dark out now, but I do have one more molar to get over here. It is on the bird bath, and I intentionally saved it for last because we are going to have to fight mosquitoes. I do feel a little more confident taking them on now with the insect axe since they are weak to chopping damage. We are here. I think the most important thing here is attracting the attention of only one at a time. I don't think I can take on more than one at a time. In fact, I am pretty confident that I can't. So far, they haven't seen me. Oh, okay, one sees me. Hopefully it's only one. I want to get... Oh, you're right there. Okay, this is what I mean about them being so annoying. It wouldn't be quite as bad if they didn't hover away so far. So that's one of their charge attacks. They do a little backflip, then stab you. It really hurts, so make sure to block it. That's their 3-strike attack. Block the first, and it disrupts the rest. That's their other charge attack. It also hurts. You can get 2 parts from them, their head and the blood sac. In order to be able to get the blood sac, their stomach has to be red, like it's filled with blood. They don't have to land a hit on you to fill up their sac, by the way. Oh, that really hurt. You can block all of their attacks, and they can still turn red like this. I'm pretty sure this guy didn't have a red stomach when he started fighting, but it is red now. Also, you can just find them like with blown up stomachs before you even engage. Well, all right, we were successful. Oh, my inventory's full and I did not get something there.
Taking a look.
Well, you can see the milk molar down there. We are about to hop down there and grab it. I want to do this quick and hopefully not be seen. I missed the raw science and there's a scabby here. Let's hop down. Ah, I have been spotted again. You seem stuck over there. Please stay stuck. I see what maybe the mosquito head I dropped. Oh, it's marble. I didn't actually know there was marble here. Is there more? This is kind of stupid with that mosquito there, but there is more. I think I'll just jump and hope you don't follow. Oh, why did I take damage? That's never happened before. Alright, so we've got 5 milk molars, 3 mega. The first thing I always do, and I recommend you do the same, is maxing out my max active mutations. Having those status buffs really helps a lot. I can only do 1 right now, but I am saving the rest until this is maxed. All of this is going to wait. As for the mega, I split them between consumable and resource stack size first. I really don't use the bow often enough for 20 arrows not to be enough. Plus with the increased inventory space, it's no big deal if I need an extra stack or 2. Ah, I found it. So quick side distraction as I normally do, but we are right here at the edge of this lake coming from the hedge. There's a hole underground here. This is going to lead you to the 4-leaf clover. This is where you're going to get the coup de grace. You can do this really early on. Like I'm going to do it now where I'm only going to have 40 seconds of air or whatever. And it's plenty. It's plenty of time to do it. If you don't know what you're doing, I recommend grabbing a lantern. There's also a scabby. Let's go ahead and grab that. So here we are. All right, that activated really quick for me. Sometimes I have jumped up in here and it hasn't activated the mutation. So just stare at it for a second. Sometimes it'll happen, sometimes you gotta walk towards it. Before every good base build, there is a resource grind. I think Ben Parker said that. But we can finally cut these husky weeds down. These tall guys here are the ones that are most worth it. They give you 23 weed stems and they cut down just as quickly as these little guys that give you 4 or the dandelions that give you 6. The ones that are the least worth it are the thick boys. They yield only 12 weed stems and they take so long to chop down. Hey, Grassmaster! But the thick ones use so much durability, so I usually just avoid them. Later on, we'll have burr weeds to cut down, and they'll give you 8 stems plus burrs. If I've mentioned this before, well, here it is again. I like to place blueprints at night. They're so much easier to see in the dark, but I am going to get this built, and I'll probably just skip to the end result. We've done it. We have finished our first base, finally. There were some redesigns involved. I did push this front wall back some, and this wall back this way some. There was just a lot of space inside to deal with, plus the roof was looking kind of weird. Still kind of weird, but I think it turned out all right. A little bit of a modern look going on to it, but let's hop inside and see what has changed. So storage has changed. It is now straight ahead instead of over here where it was. This wall has shrunk down some. Yeah, I like this better, I guess. I don't know. I mean, this wasn't really the issue downstairs. It was upstairs that works. Plus, I got to put in the half stairs now instead of the long ones. Got a little bit of my materials back from that, so that's pretty cool. Move the jerky rack up here. I don't want it outside because I am doing the meats on it right now, and I don't want the ants to come up and eat them because that is very rude. And the bed up here as well. But yeah, so this is the roof. Ended up doing a little bit of flat roof on top, which is fine. The roof was really complicated, like I said, and that is why I change the size of it. But out here we got this balcony. I didn't do any railings here because it's kind of like a quick escape. So I can hop down there, or I can hop out here, and I can leave and shut the door and stuff. I can't jump up here though, right? Down here, I had to turn these to keep the ants out because the ants were going under the base and eating the food off the roasting spit. And that was also not cool. So we had to stop that from happening. But yeah, here we are. Our base, our cute little base, hidden in the grass. It turned out all right. Not mad at it. And also, oh, I'm stuck. And also, since we have a hammer, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in here. It looks like they removed the grass that was right in front of it. Maybe people had issues getting into it. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. We got our first bit of mint shards. We got quite a few here. They're not gonna be of any use to us yet. So what we're going to do right now is eat 10 of them. This is gonna get our, whatever it's called, Fresh Defense. That's what it's called. We got all the way up to level 3. And what Fresh Defense does is gas resist, burn resist, and sizzle protection. That is actually gonna be coming useful to us when we go and fight more stink bugs early on. And later on when we go over there to the fire barbecue pit thing. The juice is collecting. I did have to move it over some. I think I had it too far underneath the straw. I almost completely forgot about the molars around the oak tree. I've also been over here gathering acorns and sap. I use almost all of my sap on the roof, so I am going to get a little farm of sap collection set up soon. Okay, the way he just ran away was the creepiest thing I've ever seen. But that's how you get that one when Daddy's home. That was kind of weird. Speaking of Daddy, there's one under the tree you can't get until you can make the Bratwurst. Completely forgot about getting feathers. This is one of my favorite locations to gather feathers. It's right here behind this pond ornament. Sometimes I'll come back here and there'll be like 3 or 4. Yeah, so while we're swimming around in the pond right now, I'm going to go ahead and collect a couple of the algae and the wax. I think that's all I can get at the moment. Or, I mean, I could go get bones and shells, but I don't feel like diving for those right now. I'm going to go ahead and bump up my max active mutations, and let's see. I'll do consumables. The resources will be next. So I think it's time to wrap this one up. Got some things accomplished, some good things. We got our base complete for now. That is, there will be more. We tiered up our gear, had our first raid and won. That's always a plus. Got the hedge molars and oak molars. Well, all but one, but we'll get to it soon. I do need to revisit the places I've been to go ahead and get those molars as well. But up next will be the pond. It'll probably be the only thing in the next one because there is a lot of new stuff there. But as always, I'm so grateful to you for checking out this video, especially those who've made it to the end. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you.